Alright folks, in the last video we finished insulating the ceiling and we also ran wire for our switches as well as our plugs. And now that everything is in place, it's time to start connecting it all today. So in this video, we're installing the light switches and the plug sockets and getting the lights hooked up. We're gonna figure out if the wiring is actually correct. Here we go. All right, folks. Got some wire strippers, got some new lineman tools, and today, for real, all I'm gonna be working on is the switches, the outlets, the inside outlet, the two inside and the one outside. Getting this put up, and then I'm also gonna put up, the other sheet of insulation once I get this up there. So, got a few things to do today. Hopefully it'll be quick. And then y'all, I'm gonna make up my pigtails. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, wire all the neutrals, wire all the hots. Those hots need pigtails as well. Got that pulled back. Pull this sheathing or paper back off the ground wire. Yeah, real quick, just so y'all understand, I say it every time, but this craziness that I'm doing, how I learned it, how I'm getting to it, how I'm doing it, I ain't no professional, so don't follow what I'm doing, probably ever. That's not something you wanna do. Man, Harbor Freight special for the stripping of the wire. I don't care what nobody say. They were like 10 bucks. That's a win. So I'm gonna start by getting all the grounds together, and if you want to, you can take electrical tape and put it around there, but we can see that those are on pretty good. All right, and then we'll kind of bend that back down a little into the box. So got just regular rocker switches. I need 3 of them, so I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. I'm gonna make my little loop. Let me get these neutrals out of the way because they will not be connected into that at all. I'm gonna push all of them up in the box. That's solid, y'all. Give them a tug, it's good, and then I'm gonna stick this back in the box into the back because it is not needed. So my power coming in, I need 3 of these good old pigtails, and these are gonna go to this one. Since this is the power coming in from the box, y'all, these are all going to the actual lights. So those are where when the switch turns on, it gives power to each one of these. So outside lights, interior lights, patio light, whatever. All right, so with this one, put me a wire nut on them. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna put this other one on there real fast to make sure I haven't messed up and that I got pretty good space, and I think I do. I think I'm good. And I'm sure there'll be some electricians that watch this and maybe chop me up in the comments. All right, so real quick, since I'm working on the switches, and I'm gonna go ahead and wire up my soffit lights for the outside. I bought a box of recessed lighting, man, quite some time ago. This is what they looked like. It's a box of 10 or something like that, and they're 4-inch recessed lights. These are gimbal lights, so if you could see that, I don't know. they turn, and they're rated for indoor and outdoor. So these are going to be up under the soffit on the outside, and I'll show y'all that in a minute. But while I'm in here, and once I get power hooked up, I want to test that they work before I go on the outside, drill the holes, push the wire through, and then connect it on the outside of the structure. And we're gonna get this box done, this other box done. So that's one socket. It's 2 sockets. 3 sockets for the one that's back here, and then that GFCI is already on the front of that. So I just need 3 of these, and boom. And then I'm gonna cut this back real quick, and y'all kind of saw this. It's kind of the same thing y'all saw with the switches. Yep. Strip off this paper from around the wires as well. Alright. So now we got our neutral, our ground, and our hot. And because we want to put 2 receptacles in there, we need to have 2 grounds, 2 neutrals, and 2 hots. Alright, so these I'm going to split, open up, and use them for my pigtails for each one. Alright. Get those started in on a good twist. Get them solid, and then we'll just pop off the end. So I hope y'all can see that. So it looks like that. Throw a wire nut on. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Grab all of those, twist them out. The reason that I'm making my pigtails is because I have 2 of these in one box. So the one wire that runs in needs to be able to supply power to 2 of those. And then where are my 2 neutrals? Now that we got these ready to rock, I'm gonna make my half circles, and when they go on here, I'm gonna be turning it clockwise, so bend them down. So I got all my half circles done so that they can go on the ends of the ground, the hot, and the neutral. Tighten it down because I want my grounds to go on first. The brass side is usually the hot side, so that's going to be my black wire, and then the silver side is the neutral side of it, so that's going to be my white wire. So for this side, I'm going to go ahead and on the bottom one put in my hot wire, nice and tight. We're good to go. And there's gonna be an extra one there because some people just link them together with wires, but I'm not. I want them to have their own separate power, so we're just gonna screw that one down nice and tight. All right, got that in there. Got my first one hooked up, y'all. That'll go in the box right there when we're ready. Let me hook this other one up now. Alright. That, by my amateur standard, is clean. wires in there, no other wires anywhere close to it to touch it and short it out. Same thing over here. Don't know if you could see through there, but box is deep enough to where all my wires are in there safe and sound. So now we will move on to the next one. Just one receptacle. I don't need any pigtails, and I did make this longer, so we are gonna be all right. There we go. All right, y'all, I'm about to go outside and knock out the exterior plug. All right, let me go in, push that wire through there real quick. Let me cut this back, and it's loose in there. I haven't clamped it down to the wall yet because I knew I would need to wait a little bit. So pull this back pretty good. Now I'm going to put my neutral in, and I will actually put this toward the top so that they all have their space to move around in there. And again, y'all, these I could just stick the wire straight down in there and clamp it. I might do that though, because it doesn't give me much room. I'm gonna cut this in. I'm gonna cut this in as well. Nice. And while they're straight, stuck it down in there. It feels nice and tight though, y'all. And the building ain't gonna be moving, so I'm tugging on it. All right, turn her over, and we're gonna do the same thing for our hot on the brass screw. So we are good to go there, and because I haven't clamped that down in there, we got room to do what we need to do to push this box in and then screw it back up. Remote. We didn't need any crazy light in here, so this is thin, it's low profile. We're gonna get that thing put up here. Looks like this can be screwed in there. Yep. All right. We good to go there. Black to black, neutral to neutral. Push this up. All right, on to the next, y'all. In the last video, I marked this spot for the light, like the porch light that'll be on the outside. Well, I have it, and I'm about to drill this through there because it ain't no going back now. And we ought to be able to just stick that wire straight through, and then I'm probably gonna hit it with a little bit of silicone because I don't want no bugs getting in. But anyway, that's it. And then let me show y'all what that looks like on the outside. Wow, just got the wire stuck through. Damn, it's bright outside. So there we go with that. I guess they said thing only cost $10 or $11, so they ain't putting no light in there. All right, let's go in, see if we can get the switches some power. I bought something that's kind of cool. This is a 15 amp plug, and this is my 14.2, which can take 15 amps. And I'm going to put this in on the power that leads to all my switches, that leads to all my lights. And I'm gonna plug it into like one of my, I think I got my little Pecron with me. Plug it in, and then I'm gonna see if the switches work. I did my little bit of research, and we're gonna see if it's right or wrong right now. Check it out. You have a ground screw in here. I don't think matters, but we do have a brass screw and a silver screw. So let me peel back some of this wire real quick. It don't need to be much at all. Put the ground in, ground wires in there. Then we'll go in with the hot. Man, come on, man, what you doing? I didn't put the other side on there first, y'all. Let me get that out of there. Wow, there we go. All right. Now back to the ground. Tighten it down. Got that one tightened down. And knock this neutral out. All right, we good. Got them all in there, all the way around. Hopefully y'all can see that. Why I put that on the wrong way, y'all? Come on, man. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that's on the wrong way. So we gonna just do it all over again, cause you know that's fun to just keep redoing things over and over. So we'll get that off of there. All right. So now that's on the correct way. So now we can slide this back on. Find where my holes line up at. And there it is. There it is. And there it is. We'll clamp this down just so it doesn't pull out or pull it loose. Now that's tight on the wires. Let me go grab that Pecron. I'll be right back. We'll try these lights. I got the little Pecron, and it's the little E500, but it should do something. Damn, that did not go in there that easy. Damn. So we got that plugged in, but it's not turned on yet. So I'm gonna turn this thing on and see what we get, y'all. Oh, it started running right away. Did y'all see that light come on? Check it out. Let's see if the one overhead will come on. Which it hasn't. Oh, wait. That one ain't coming on. Hopefully it didn't have to be turned on by remote. Like, that sucks if it has to be turned on by remote and that's it. Did the batteries come in this thing? Man, come on. There were no batteries. No batteries came in the thing. So now I can't check to see if that works, but at least power's getting to it, which is cool. And I can't check to see if the outside one is working because I don't have a light bulb. But we at least know. Haha. Yeah. That the external lights, the soffit lights, they work. Why didn't you come on? I should have batteries in this little other remote. So this is the remote for the AC. And no, I checked the box, y'all, and it didn't come with batteries. I didn't throw it away for the light. All right, so we're still plugged in, and that's my light switch. And come on, man, what? Did I connect it wrong somewhere? Nah, they're hot. They getting power. Getting plenty of power. I did some more troubleshooting, and there were about 20 more minutes trying to see what people were saying. And I did some long presses on the remote and some other stuff. So now the light works. I don't know what was happening, y'all, but There it is, on, off, and if it's on and I turn that switch off, it's off. Switch back on. My neutral and hot wires, pushing those back up in there. All right, folks, check it out. We got it all working. I don't know what the deal was with the light before, but I figured it out. Thank y'all for coming through. The lights work. I will test the sockets, but I don't want to put 3 plug sockets all together to test all 3 breakers, so they will be tested through the breaker box when I get that all set up. So come back, check your boy out, hit the thumbs up, hit the subscribe, hit the hype button. Peace. I'm out for real.